Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Team news time, Liverpool, Huddersfield, kick-off 8 o'clock, that's just under an hour away. And the team is as follows. In goal, Lloris Karius. Right back, Joseph Gomez, Joel Matip. Dejan Lovren comes in. Apparently Virgil van Dijk has been ill. He makes it onto the substitute bench, which we'll come to in a second. Andy Robertson restored at left back, and we've got a midfield three of Jordan Henderson, Emre Can and James Milner. Is that the most creative midfield three in the history of world football? No, is the answer. It's almost the opposite. And a front three of the best front three that we could put out there. Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane. The substitute bench looks like this. Simon Mignolet, Virgil van Dijk, who again is apparently recovered from illness but not enough to be in the starting 11. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes back to the bench. Gini Wijnaldum, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Dominic Solanke and Danny Ings. Let me know your thoughts on that team in the comments below. Personal opinion, I'm not sure about... I mean, this could be... You could switch this up. I mean, what we did see very briefly when Milner came onto the pitch at the weekend, we saw Milner actually play on the left wing. So we could, I mean, there could be a weird variation where we see a pseudo 4-4-2-ish of this, where Mane actually plays right mid, Milner plays left wing, and Salah and Firmino are up top. I'm not sure I feel great about that. I would like to see... Well, we've seen James Milner, and there's no reason why I didn't put this like this out first, I just thought about it now. When we played away from home against Maribor and James Milner played in the position that Oxlade-Chamberlain's been playing in, where Lallana's been playing, I thought he looked really good in that game when he's picking up pockets of space, and what he's very good at doing is creating overloads in the wide positions because he did so well for Manchester City. That's going to be a key factor for us. I'm not convinced that there's enough creativity, generally speaking, with Emre Can, but it's worth saying, you know, at the start of the season, when Phil Coutinho was injured, a variation on this midfield did some very good jobs for Liverpool. Obviously, Gini Wijnaldum in there as well. We thought it was a bit too industrious, but that industry actually works just in terms of getting the ball back quickly. And if these guys play a bit more on the front foot, and if we're losing possession in the opposition half and they can get it back for us quick, do the whole gegenpressing thing, that could work to our advantage. Dejan Lovren at the back, I called for it. I actually obviously didn't want him in alongside Matip. I wanted to see him tried alongside Virgil van Dijk, but I think what we're seeing now is the pecking order emerging. Dejan Lovren is the third choice centre-half at Liverpool. So, in the absence of a fully fit Virgil van Dijk, he's going to go in there. A little bit disappointed not to see the boy wonder, Ben Woodburn, who is in no way, shape or form covering up the fact that I've got a Real Madrid sweatshirt on. Although, I'll be perfectly honest, if the mood continues like it is around Liverpool Football Club and the fans, there's a very real chance I'm just going to jump ship to Real Madrid Fan TV. I bet they have an amazing time. In fact, you know what? I bet they're having a shit time as well, because Zidane's a shit manager and everything is shit. But yeah. Paul? A bit annoying. Sorry, Tom, is it a bit annoying that a game of football's got to get in the way of all the fume at the moment?
Someone's asking, where is the Markovic replacement?
Where's the Lazar Markovic? But honestly, I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I did. It looks like Ovie Ejaria is going out as well. Lazar Markovic. Listen, Chris will say it, swing it the other way. We saw how shit Lazar Markovic. Go and watch our shootout versus LFC players video from like 2 or 3 seasons ago, and Chris basically shut out Lazar Markovic. Chris is a very agile man, surprisingly agile, but he made Lazar Markovic look like the level that it turns out Lazar Markovic is. We had such high hopes. Unlucky. Anything else for me, Tom?
Lauren Doherty saying, think Can might be playing defensive mid.
You know what? There's a great point. I would love to see Jordan Henderson playing the box-to-box role for us, which Gini Wijnaldum's would play, because for me, that is Jordan Henderson's best position. He's got the range of passing, he's got the engine, and he's got the bravery to be able to try some of the ridiculous, stupid, match potentially winning passes. I agree with everyone. I don't think either of these guys is the ideal number 6 for us. And I don't think we need Emre Can in this game. Hopefully he proves me wrong. Hopefully it ends up being a bit more combative. Hopefully Wagner sets them up for a fight. And we need Emre Can's strengths in this. I thought it was a perfect opportunity to rest him, if I'm perfectly honest. But maybe it's more important with, big and more important games, well, just as important games, I guess, looming on the horizon. They want to put some minutes back into the legs of Wijnaldum and Oxlade-Chamberlain. And we know Lallana's out injured as well, so the midfield has to be rotated. But I sincerely, who was that, sorry?
Lauren Doherty.
Lauren, I totally agree with you, Lauren. I would love to see Jordan Henderson play that role. I think we'd have seen it by now, but who knows? Look, you know, Klopp and Buvac have been known to make changes, surprising changes to the way their teams lined up to get the most out of them as seasons are progressing. They've never, from my understanding of them as a management pairing, I've never just hit upon one thing and done it ad nauseum for an entire season. They've always tried to mix things up, and I would like to see us start with that today. Thomas?
Jack Monaghan. I thought Ings deserved the start over Mane. He's looked threatening when he got subbed the past 2 games.
Yeah, the problem is that that's our best forward three. You know, on paper and in reality as well. I agree. The struggle we're going to have, and this is ultimately the problem where Liverpool have left themselves because of the dealings in the transfer market. Danny Ings needs game time for us to work out whether he's ever going to get back to being the player that he was, and Dom Solanke needs game time just to continue his professional development as a young player. I'm not sure at this stage of the season whether we've got the opportunities to get Danny Ings in from the starting games, because if he's not doing it now, I can't see a world where he does it at the weekend. So no, I agree. But maybe it is. Maybe it's going to be another 20-minute cameo for Ings, and if he does get himself up and running, he maybe puts himself into the frame to start doing stuff. I have a strong sense that we might see a formation shift. So maybe we will see Mane come out, but we might see us go to another 4-4-2 variant, or just something with more of a 2 up top, or a 4-2-3-1 with Firmino in the 10, if we're going to see Danny Ings in there. One more.
Nathan Brady. Paul, do you not think it's time for Danny Ward? I think at this point, it wouldn't hurt to try.
Yeah, 100% agree. This is the thing, and look, there's plenty of these things with the manager at the moment that typifies the frustration and the fact that I don't understand the manager's thinking. His logic doesn't follow any logical understanding I have from the previous experiences I have of watching football. It can only just be that he's just shitting Satan. He must just be terrible, because I keep saying this. You know what you're getting from Simon Mignolet. What new things are you going to learn about Mignolet? I'll be honest, I've kind of got no problem with us really giving Karius a run in nets. But I don't understand why Danny Ward's not more in the frame. I don't understand why he's not on the bench. I don't understand why he didn't get the cup game at the weekend. What's the point? What's the point of having him? Unless it's literally just to make the numbers up, and he's there in case there is a mad injury crisis and we're being pricks. And to some extent, I guess that's fine. You know, Man City are pricks, Chelsea are pricks, Man United are pricks. They don't care about players not getting game time. They care about having depth to the squad. Now we're falling between two stools because we've stripped loads of goals out of the attacking lineup and not replaced them in the transfer window. So I don't know that logic carries through, but yeah, it is a strange one. I would love to see Danny Ward, but this is the team that Liverpool have got out tonight. Do you believe this team has got what it takes to get past Huddersfield and restart the positive vibes going between now and the end of the season? If you do, drop a like on this video right now. If you're not feeling happy about everything that's going on around Liverpool at the moment, Chris has just done a fantastic rant. He's feeling very, very angered by it. And look, I think we all are, but Chris has done a very good job of summing up, I think, a lot of the worst case of what people's thoughts and feelings are. I've done something very similar over on Mates TV as well. So if you want to hear our opinions and you need some time to kill between now and kick-off and you've watched everything else, go and watch Chris's thoughts, go and watch my thoughts, and see if you can find a little bit of balance. And then fuck all that off, put it to one side. And even if you're only screaming at a laptop screen or your fucking phone, get yourself up, get yourself pumped, and get yourself ready for the mighty Reds to take the field. And you know what? Win, lose or draw, we love this team, we love this club. It will be what it will be. And we've got to remind ourselves that, you know, Liverpool are a phenomenal football team to support, and, you know, take away the off-the-pitch issues. All we can do is support the team in the short term. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's try to enjoy the footy and let's hope the mighty Reds get a victory for you, for me, and for everyone in the Liverpool fan sphere. Yeah, nice one, everyone. Ta-ra.